Okay, so I read the prompt. I have a basketball player. Somebody's kept stats on her. She has a 70% free throw shooting average. And in a tournament, she had 5 free throw opportunities but missed 3 of them. So, from a statistical standpoint, I'm curious if is this unusual or not. So, I want to show a simulation of her 5 shots. So, the first thing I have to do is assumptions. And so for the first part, I have to make a list of the probabilities. Well, there's only 2 possibilities. Possibility that she makes it is 0.7, and probability that she misses it is 0.3. And as a quick double check, I always want to make sure, do they equal 1? And then the second part, of course they do, is each event, so in this case, her shots, are independent. And they are, despite some of you will probably try to convince me over the course of the year that they're not, but they are in fact independent. Whether I make the first one doesn't really affect the second one. Okay, so then the next piece is I have to assign. So I'm going to assign based off of these probabilities, and I always simply write these words again. So make and miss. So now here's the deal, and I purposely chose not to write 70 and 30 because if these are single digits, then I'll be able to assign single digits. So 70% of my single digits, now remember, I have 10 single digits, 0 through 9. So I need 7 of those to represent the make. So I said start with 0, so I'm going to do 0 through 6. And then I need 30% of them, so 3 out of those 10 to represent miss. So that would have to be 7, 8, and 9. So I do in fact have 7 digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 7 digits for the make. And I have 3 out of 10 for the miss. And then the next piece is to state what constitutes one trial. So in this experiment, she was doing what? Oh, she was throwing 5 free throws. So one trial is 5 free throws. And then the number of trials we're going to perform is 10. So I want you to get your table of random digits out, and we're going to use my favorite number right now, line 121. And so I have to explain how to read this. So I will read table of random digits, left to right, of course, and I'm going to do it 1 digit at a time. Now, I don't need to skip any of these numbers because I used all of them, 0 through 9, and I don't need to skip any repeats because all they do is represent either she made it or she missed it. It's not like I'm selecting people. And so, but I am going to stop after every 5 and tally, number made. So get your table of random digits out so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so as I'm reading, remember I'm doing line 121. So I noticed that this first one was a miss. I'm going to call it miss is going to be an S. And make, we'll make that a K just so I don't get confused with the M's. So this was a miss, then she made it, missed it, missed it. There's the first trial, and I always label it. So in my table, trial 1, she made 2. And I'm going to repeat for the next trial.